Okay. So first class already discussed about computer network security. There are basic points already discussed. That is, what is the use of cookies, then what are the different viruses or threats in computer networks. It will how to damage the computers or system, or you can say your server machines. It is already completed, and the last concept already discussed about hacking. Hacking is a concept is already discussed. Hacking. What is the concept of hacking? Hacking means illegal access of informations or computer resources by the hackers. Who is a hacker? A hacker is a person. A hacker is a person who hack the vital information. Suppose a sender is here. I am a sender. This is a sender machine. This is a receiver machine. This is a sender. This is a receiver. What is a sender? Those who send the message is a sender. I am sending a mobile message to you, a particular student maybe. So I am a sender. Those who send is the sender. Those who receive is the receiver. Receiver may be the sender. If receiver may send, he may be the sender, and sender may be the receiver. So the sender will send some data or message to the receiver, maybe by using the computers or by using a mobile phones. There are two possibilities nowadays. By using the computer you can send the message, or through the laptop you can send the message, or through mobile phones you can send the message. Suppose sender is here, receiver is here. There is a communication medium. Without medium the data should not be transmitted. A communication medium must be required. Suppose one machine is here, another machine is here. The distance is only suppose 200 meter. The connection between two machines must be a cable. There is a cable connection between the two machines. Otherwise, how the data or message will be transmitted from sender to receiver? If it is a long distance, suppose sender is in Bhubaneswar, receiver is in USA. So it is not possible to connect the two machines through the cable. So it will be costly, or it is not possible. So that's why the data will be transmitted through satellite. Obviously, the data will be transmitted through satellite from sender to receiver. Suppose I am typing ABC. In my machine I am typing ABC. Let maybe a textual message. It may be some other message maybe. Let it be ABC I am typing in my machine. I am sending ABC message to the receiver. So if the ABC will be transmitted in a communication medium, that is a third person is present here. There is a hacker. Hacker is a person, third party, a third person is present between the sender and the receiver. The hacker will trap your data. So hacker is a person who is a intelligent programmer. So he is nothing but a programmer. Through programs, he will trap your data. If it is urgent information, the urgent information will trap by the hackers. The hacker maybe that is create problem for you. Suppose I am typing ABC, it will changes to, let it be, the hacker will change this to XYZ. I am sending ABC, the receiver will receive XYZ. So who will trap? The hacker will change the data. The original information or message is not received at the receiver. So there is a possibilities. The hacker is present between the sender and the receiver. So hacker trap this original message. Let ABC will be changes to. So the hacker by using its program, it will changes to let it be XYZ. So I am sending ABC, but the receiver will receive XYZ. So the original message or data will not receive by the receiver. So that is the problem. Or the hacker may create some problems for you. Your important information will leak, maybe. So that's why, what are the security measures we are using to control the hacking? Okay, so many algorithms are there, so it is not possible to cover in +2s. So there are so many algorithms are developed for the network securities. So I will give some basic concepts about what are the algorithms or technique we are using to control this hacking. There are so many techniques. I will cover few concepts. The first concept is cryptography. Cryptography is the first concept. So I will discuss about the first point is cryptography. 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 And second concept is digital signature. And third concept is that is your firewall. So this is the contents of this class. The first concept is cryptography. Digital signature is the another concept and firewall is the third concept. This is the overview of this class. One by one, what is a cryptographic technique? Cryptography means it is a art or science of encryption. Cryptography, this is the definition of cryptography. So there are so many definitions are there, different authors give different definitions. So simply we can say just a single line, cryptography is the art or science to encrypt the message. It is an art of science to encrypt the message. Encrypt the message. Okay, what is encryption? Encryption means what? Suppose I am typing ABC. ABC is my plain text. ABC is my plain text. The sender will send the plain text. The plain text is converted some other form, that is modified text. Modified text. So that concept is called encryption. So basically the encryption is performed by using a key value. By using the key value, we will change the plain text into modified text. So that will perform the encryption is performed in a sender machine. I am typing ABC, but when the data will transmit it in a communication line, it will change into another format. I am typing ABC, it will change to XYZ or PQR. When the data will transmit it in a communication line, it will change into another format. That will be transmitted in a communication line, not the original plain text. So that is a encryption. So encryption is performed in sender machine. There is a software loaded in a, suppose my mobile phone. I am typing ABC in my machine or in my mobile. I am sending this ABC to the particular receiver, but actually ABC will not transmit in a communication line. When the message will transmit in a communication line, it will change to some another format. Who will change? I will not change. The software or algorithm is already developed, that is embedded in my mobile phone or in my machine, that will change to another format. I am typing ABC, it will change to XYZ, not exactly XYZ, whatever it may be. So ABC is now transmitted in a communication line, it is changes to XYZ. When the hacker will trap, it will not trap ABC. My original message will not trap. It will trap modified text, means XYZ. So he will put hit and trial method, whether the original message will get or may not be. So this is the general concept. Similarly, suppose we are using different cards, smart card maybe, or you can say debit card, credit card we are using in bank. Suppose my card is lost, some person is getting my card. So by hit and trial method, he put the pin. It may be, if the pin may be hit and trial method he will use, maybe getting the money from the bank or may not be, because there is some provision that is there. One a day you can put 3 times say pin. If 3 times pin is incorrect, then it is invalid for 24 hours. After 24 hours again you put the pin. If anybody knows the pin, then easily you can take the money, otherwise hit and trial method will be used, may be getting your pin or may not be, that is the case. The similar concept is there. So encrypt the message means original text we are typing in my machine or in my mobile phone. Suppose the original message is ABC, I am typing ABC, ABC is my text. I want to send ABC to a particular person or particular destination. So this is what? This is a plain text, this is a message. This is a message. So I want to send this message to this place. So what will happen? Actually ABC will not transmit in a communication line, it will changes to some other format. That is the case already discussed. So this is a sender. This is a sender machine or sender mobile phone. This is a receiver. This is a receiver. This is the sender. In sender machine, the sender type the message, let the message is in text form. It is let be the message is ABC. So there is a communication medium or link between two machines. The communication channel, this is a communication channel. The channel may be a cable or satellite or radio wave or whatever it may be, communication channel. When the data is transmitted in a communication channel, if we will send ABC directly, some person will trap. So that is the main job, I will change my ABC. So actually ABC will not transmit in a communication line, it may changes to XYZ. So this ABC to XYZ changes, so that will perform in a sender machine. So that concept in sender machine, this is a sender machine, this ABC will be changes to XYZ. So how it will change? By using a software. The software is already loaded in a sender machine or sender mobile phone, it will automatically change whatever you type, that will changes to another format. Not exactly XYZ, whatever it may be, I don't know. But it will changes to another format. So this modified, this is a actual text, this is a modified text. This modified text is called encryption. So encryption is performed in a sender machine. So this encrypted data will be transmitted in a communication line, not the original data. When the hacker will trap, this is a hacker is present here, hacker will trap not the original data, it will trap your modified text, XYZ. So hacker use hit and trial method or any algorithm or any method or any program will apply, maybe get the original message or may not be. There is so many high security algorithms are there to change this form to another form. Not exactly XYZ, it is a very simple one. So there are so many critical algorithms are there. By using the algorithm, a particular text is changes to another format. So that means I am typing ABC, it is changes to XYZ. This is a plain text, this is a modified text. This modified text is called ciphertext. Plain text to modified text is called encryption. So this encryption, this encryption is performed in sender machine. So this test is what test? This is a modified test. This is a modified test. As whatever the original test I am typing, this is a original test, or this is called plain text. I am typing plain text. The plain text is changes to XYZ, and by using a particular key, that is called encryption key. By using the particular key value, we can changes to ABC to XYZ. So actual XYZ will be transmitted in a communication line. Not original ABC will be transmitted. When the hacker will trap my data, so it will not trap my original data. Original data is ABC. ABC will not trap. It will trap what? XYZ. So XYZ, it is not a original data, so the hacker may change it. Maybe use hit and trial method, or some apply algorithms, or some breaking algorithms, or some software may be used to change into original form. He may be success or may not be. So this is not my job. This XYZ is received by the receiver will receive XYZ. So I am sending ABC, the receiver will receive XYZ. So again another, that is software is present here, that modified test again changes to again ABC. First I am typing ABC in my machine, it will changes to XYZ. This is a plain test, this is a modified test. This modified test is called cipher test. Cipher test. So the cipher test, this is a cipher test. This modified test is transmitted in a communication line. So this transformation from original to modified is called encryption. So encryption is performed in sender machine. Similarly, in receiver side, the receiver will receive XYZ. So XYZ is not my original data. So receiver will decrypt it. So that is cipher test to plain test. Again get the plain test. That means XYZ again change to ABC. So this XYZ is again to changes to ABC. So that will perform in which machine? In receiver machine. So this is called decryption. So decryption is the reverse process of encryption. Encryption is performed in a sender machine. So the plain test is converted into modified test. So by using a key, particular key, that key is called encryption key. So that modified test will transmit it in a communication line. When the hacker will trap, it will trap the modified test, not the original test. Again the modified test again changes to original test by the concept is called decryption. So modified test again XYZ changes to ABC in receiver machine. So we get original message ABC. So there are two concepts we are using, one is encryption and second one is decryption. Encryption is performed in a sender machine and decryption is performed in a receiver machine. Obviously we are using the keys. By using a particular key, we can convert plain test to a modified test and modified test to a plain test. So this concept is called cryptography. So basically there are two types of cryptography we are using. Cryptography, cryptoanalysis, cryptography, cryptoanalysis, and third one is cryptology. So basically cryptography means the changes to encrypted form, original message changes to encrypted form or modified form is called cryptography. Encryption and decryption perform in a cryptography. It is a technique to changes the plain text into modified text and modified text to plain text. Now what is a cryptoanalysis? Cryptoanalysis means breaking of encryption. Breaking of encryption is called cryptoanalysis. And combination of this plus this, cryptography plus cryptoanalysis is called cryptology. So cryptology is equal to cryptography plus cryptoanalysis. Again cryptography is the encryption and decryption process. Encryption is performed in a sender machine, decryption is performed in a receiver machine. So cryptoanalysis, the breaking of encryption or breaking of modified text by the hackers. So that is called cryptoanalysis. So cryptology is a term, so both combination of this plus this is called cryptology. So basically there are two methods of cryptography we are using. It is classified into two types. First one is symmetric key cryptography, asymmetric key. Cryptography classified into two groups or two types. First one is called symmetric key. Symmetric key cryptography. One is symmetric key cryptography, another is asymmetric key. Asymmetric key cryptography. So the other name is called secret key. This is called secret key cryptography, other name secret key, or you can say private key. So asymmetric key is called public key cryptography. Public key cryptography. So public key cryptography, another is symmetric key cryptography or secret key cryptography. There are two types of cryptography we are using when you send the message from sender to receiver. So basically it is nothing but a program, or it is a algorithm developed, or it is embedded in your system, on your machine, on your mobile phones. In one by one, symmetric key and asymmetric key. Basically we are using the key. Key is what? Key may be like your pin. Pin is, it may be a number, or it may be a combination of letter, number, it may be a special character, maybe Nanda @123. So Nanda NANDA is a alphabet. @ is a special character. 123 is a number. So like that we are using the password. Similarly, key is what? Key is any, it may be a number, or it may be some character, or may be a combination of numbers and characters and special characters. By using a particular key value, you can encrypt the message. Encrypt the message means change the message to another form. Similarly, in the receiver machine, we decrypt the message. So encryption, decryption. Encryption performed at the sender machine, decryption performed at the receiver machine by using the key. That key is called encryption key, decryption key. In symmetric key cryptography, we are using the same key for encryption and decryption. Same key is used for the encryption and decryption. Symmetric key cryptography. So in symmetric means similar key, same key used for encryption and decryption. At the sender machine, whatever the key we are using to change the plain text into modified text, the same key also used in receiver side, again that changes to modified text to plain text. The key will be same. Whatever the key used by the sender, that key also same used by the receiver. The encryption key and decryption key both are same. So that type of cryptography system is called symmetric key. Symmetric key means same key used by the sender and the receiver. Or encryption key, decryption key, both are same. So diagrammatically, if you show it, this is a sender machine. The sender type, the plain text, is modified into cipher text. So this concept is called what? This concept is called encryption. By using the encryption key. So we are using a particular key for that purposes. So one key is used here. So let this is a key we are using. Okay, this let it be encryption key. So this plain text in a sender machine, that will changes to cipher text. So this concept is called encryption. So this encryption is performed in a sender machine. So this ciphertext will be transmitted in a communication line. Up to this perform in a sender machine. So plain text is converted into a ciphertext by using a particular key. So this key is known to the sender. Key is any number or any character or combination of a number and characters. The original text will be changed to modified text. That modified text is transmitted in a communication line. This is a communication channel. So again in the receiver machine, the ciphertext will be changed to this ciphertext changes to plain text. So by using a key, that key is called decryption key. So ciphertext is again changes to plain text. This concept is called decryption key. So that will be accepted by the receiver. So this concept is performed in a receiver machine. The plain text we are typing, it is converted into a ciphertext modified text by using a particular key. That key is an encryption key. That key is known to the sender. This modified text is transmitted in a communication line. The receiver will receive the modified text again by using a particular key. This key value and this key value is same. So whatever the key used by the sender and the receiver, both the key value are same. So this decryption key and this encryption key both are same. Suppose this is 123, this is also 123. Suppose this is ABC@123, this is also ABC123. The same key is used for encryption purposes and same key is also used for decryption purposes. So what is the use of key? To change to another format. By using the key, the original plain text is converted into another format, that is called ciphertext. Actual ciphertext will be transmitted again in the receiver machine. Ciphertext again converted into a plain text by using the decryption key, and this is performed in a receiver machine. So here why it is called symmetric? Because symmetry means same. Both the key having same value. The encryption key and decryption key both are same. So that's why it is called symmetric key cryptography or private key cryptography. The next concept is public key cryptography. The second one is public key. Not discuss about details because so many concepts are there. It is a bigger concept. So many algorithms are there. This is the basic ideas about cryptography. Overall ideas. Next one is public key. Public key cryptography. Public key cryptography says public key so here the encryption key is not same as decryption key. These two are different. In symmetric cryptography, the encryption key is same as decryption key. What are the value of encryption key? This value is same as the decryption key. But here there are two different keys we are using in encryption and decryption. Suppose one key is used for encryption, another key is used for decryption. Two separate keys we are using for data encryption and decryption. The same concept is there, already discussed. The same concept is already there is two different keys. Two different keys. Here two different keys are used. So one key for encryption, one key for encryption, the other key for decryption. That means the encryption key value is not same as the decryption key. That means two separate keys are used in this case. But in the previous case, this value is same as this value. Both the encryption and decryption performed by using the same key values. But here these two values are different. So that's why it is called public key. Public key means it is open to all. Why the name is public? Public means it is open to all. That value is known to everyone, those who are connected in the network. Public and secret key is a private key. Private key is only known to the sender and the receiver, not others. But public key is the name is public, this key is open to all. Suppose there are 100 number of users connected to the network, I am a sender, you are the receiver. So those who are connected to the network, that value is known to everyone as the name is public. So public key is open to all, that means this is a public one. So that value is known to everyone, that is no problem. But private key is a secret key, so that is known to only sender and the receivers. That's why it is called secret. The same concept is there. If you perform in a diagrammatical presentation, the same idea is already discussed. Public key, plain text, sender, public key cryptography diagram, that is sender machine, the sender type for test, let the test is what? Plain text. Let this is a plain text type in your machine, plain text. So then what will perform? Then one algorithm is called encryption. Encryption is performed in sender machine. So by using what? By using a key. Okay, that is called your encryption key. That key is a what? This key is a encryption key. Okay, so what will happen? The plain text, when you use the encryption concept, the plain text is changes to ciphertext. The ciphertext is transmitted in a communication line. The receiver what? The receiver will receive what? The receiver will receive ciphertext. Again, some algorithm will be used. That algorithm is called decryption. So what is that? Decryption key. Again, one key is used. Okay, just distinction. So this key and this key is not same. There are different keys. This is one key, this is another key. So this key value is not same as these key values. So the ciphertext again changes to plain text. So that will be accepted by the receiver machine. So the overall concept is, in previous case both this key and this key value is same, but in public key cryptography this key value and this key value are separate or distinct or not the same. So this is about your public key cryptography. There are so many algorithms are already there, public key cryptography, symmetric key cryptography, but it is not possible to cover. So it is a vast concept, so many algorithms are there. So in +2 syllabus only basic concepts about cryptography is there. So this is the basic idea already discussed. What is a cryptography? What are the basic two types? We are using encryption key, another is decryption key. Encryption is performed in a sender side, decryption is performed in a receiver side. Decryption is the reverse process of encryption and encryption is the reverse process of decryption. So encryption is performed in a sender machine by using a key. That key is called encryption key. So plain text is changes to modified text is called encryption, that is performed in a sender machine. Similarly, the receiver machine, the modified text again changes to plain text by using a key. That key is called decryption key. So if encryption key value is same as decryption key value, it is called symmetric key cryptography. If both are different, encryption key, decryption key value are not same, it is called, that is public key cryptography, or it is a asymmetric key cryptography. Asymmetry means not same, symmetry means same. So this is the basic idea about cryptography. So there is so many algorithms are there in public key cryptography or symmetric key cryptography. So only you remember the names. The name is RSA algorithm, Ricard, Samirs and Agrawal's algorithm. This is one of the algorithm, public key cryptography algorithm. Diffie-Hellman's algorithm, RSA algorithm, so many algorithms are there. RSA is one of the algorithm. Ricard, Samirs and Agrawal's. There are three persons. According to their name, they say that RSA, Ricard, Samir and Agrawal. This is one of the algorithm. It is a public key cryptography algorithm. Another is Diffie-Hellman. Diffie-Hellman. So many other algorithms are there. This is a public key cryptography. So many that is symmetric cryptography there. Kaiser cipher, transposition cipher, substitution cipher, Hill cipher. There are so many algorithms are there. So algorithm is not in your syllabus. So this is a chapter of cryptographics. So it is not possible to cover each and every. So only you have to remember there are different algorithms we are using for the public key cryptography and that is symmetric key cryptography. This is the basic idea or basic concept about cryptography. Then go for the next concept is digital signature. Digital signature. What the digital signature is? It is a mathematical technique. It is a mathematical technique to verify the authenticity of digital message. If I am sending a message to a particular receiver, if the message is digital sign, that means so it is authentic. So it will verify, the digital signature will verify, or it is a mathematical method to verify the authenticity of the message, whether it is an authentic message or not. If it is a digital sign, no one can forge it. Now forgery will be possible in digital signature. If a particular message is digital sign, no one can forge it. The forgery is not possible. So the same concept is there. That is one diagram I will design. Suppose Alice. Alice is one person. Alice is sitting in a particular computer. Alice type hello Bob. Hello Bob is a message. Alice send the message to what? Message to Bob. And this message is a sign. This message is what sign? Digital sign. How it will be signed? By using a particular key. By using a particular key. Let this is the key. By using a particular key, so that is Alice private key. Then this hello message will be transmit. Hello message, hello Bob message. Hello Bob plus some sign. Sign is there already sign. So that will be verify. Who will verify? Verify by the receiver. How to verify? By using a key. So this key. So this is Alice public key. Alice public key. Then Bob will receive. Then Bob will receive the original message. Hello Bob. So what does it mean? Suppose Alice is one person and Bob is another person. Alice is the sender and Bob is the receiver. So Alice send a message to the receiver Bob. What Alice writes in their machine? Hello Bob. The message is hello Bob. This message when passes through this is a network. When passes through the network, this message first signed by the Alice. Alice first sign it. What type of sign? Digital sign. Message with sign. How it will sign? Sign by using Alice private key. There are two keys we are using. One is private key, another is public key. Private key is a secret key that is known to the sender only. Public key is known to the sender as well as the receiver. Public means it is open to all. So Alice write the message hello Bob, and that message is signed by Alice private key. Alice having private key as well as public key, by its secret key it will sign. Then this message will come with sign in a network. Then Bob will verify it. What will verify? Verify the authenticity, whether the authenticated message or not, whether it is a authorized one or there is a forgery message. So authenticated, that means it will verify by using another key. What key? Alice public key. Public is known to all. Public is known to Alice as well as Bob. So by using the public key of Alice, Bob will verify whether the message is an authentic one or not. Then the message will be received by the Bob. So that means what the conclusion we are getting, if a particular message is digital sign, so no one can forge it on the way. There is no forgery is possible. That means it will indicate that authenticity of the message, that the particular authenticity will be achieved in this case. And the last concept is firewall. The last concept is discussed about firewall. So what is a firewall? A firewall is a network security system. It is a system that monitors the control of incoming and outgoing traffic. Incoming and outgoing traffic based on the predefined security rules. Okay. So incoming and outgoing traffic will be controlled by firewalls. So a firewall typically establishes a barrier between the trusted internal network and untrusted external network. Internet is untrusted. Your network is a trusted one. So internet is untrusted. There are so many malicious programs may be available. There is it may be hamper in your computers. There may be some virus, worms, trojans, worms, or you can say different malicious programs is available in internet. Sometimes if you download something from the internet, it may be harm your computers, or it may be damage your computers, or damage your server. So firewall is one of the way used for the security purposes. So incoming and outgoing messages will be again controlled by firewalls. So it is a hardware or software, it is a software installed in your computers. It is just a wall between your machine and outer side networks. Suppose your machine is here, suppose you are here, there are so many machines are connected in your network. There are 3 machines are connected in your network. This is a local area network. So user 1, this is suppose user 2, suppose user 3. So there are 3 users in a particular network. This is a local area network. In a particular building there are 3 machines. So every machine is, there is a firewall is installed. Firewall means this is just like as a wall. But a wall jemti protect kare. So this just protect. So out another network is there in outside. Let this network is a what? This is a wide area network. Okay, this network is a wide area network. So this is one network. So this network is what? This network is a LAN, and this network is a wide area network. So your machine is loaded the firewall. So it will protect the outcoming from one wide area network. What are the data coming from outside traffic? So it will check whether it is a valid one or invalid, or it may be hamper your computer. Sometimes you are browsing some sites in your computer or download some pages. Sometimes it is shows that so this site is harmful. Okay, sometimes it show you. So that message will be displayed. This site is harmful or damage your computer or damage your mobile phone maybe. So that is the case. So this is an untrusted network. There are so many malicious program is available here, but here you are loaded antivirus, everything is here. Firewall is here, or maybe antivirus something is there. So there may be some different antivirus. Antivirus is present here, but here this is a internet. So internet connectivity is there. Obviously, if there is a no connectivity, how you can transfer that message? So this is an untrusted one. That means there may be some malicious program will be there. If sometimes you download it, it may be hampers your or damage your computers. So firewall is one of the security features. It will control the inflow traffic and outflow traffics between trusted and untrusted networks. So internet is what? Internet is which type? It is a untrusted networks. So basically, so firewall is a network security system that monitor and controls the incoming and outgoing traffics. So basically, it is one of the way to use for the network security purposes. So these are the basic concepts about network securities